A minute, we're going to talk about money, mindset, and goals. Money, mindset, and goals. I'm going to give it a few seconds to see if some people are going to hop on here. It has been a minute. I got my notes right here, so don't mind me. This is so I don't get to going on a tangent. It has been a minute. And I don't know why I chose to go live at 12:29 a.m. I think I did so because it's been so long, and I was like, you know what? Let me go live, because I think the last time I went live at like maybe 11 something, I had quite a few people on. It's maybe like 6, 7 people, and that's quite a few people for me. And so I said, let me go live and see if some people will hop on here. But while I'm waiting, I'm gonna give it a few minutes. It's been 1 minute. So instead of me just waiting for some people to hop on here, because there's probably not gonna be anybody hopping on here, because I'm sure YouTube is probably like, girl, you haven't been live in a long time. We're not gonna push it out. We need to see you be a little bit more consistent. So what I wanted to talk about is money, mindset, and goals, right? So the first thing is, talking about money, mindset, and goals when you're rebuilding after 40. So with me going live, there is no ability for me to go back and and re-edit and take out the mistakes. So you're going to get it real and raw because we're about to get into it. So the first thing that we want to talk about as far as your money. So when it comes to, rebuilding after 40 and your money, a lot of times you can get to 40-ish, whatever age you're in your 40s, and you're like, maybe if you're on your job, you're feeling like you're at a plateau, or, if you're just going through life and you're trying to figure out like, what exactly am I doing? Where am I going? And you're trying to figure things out. It can be frustrating, especially when you get in your 40s. And so I have found that, I've been an entrepreneur for over 18 years. I have been a full-time entrepreneur. It has felt amazing to be able to do so, but I found myself in my 40s feeling like, what am I doing? And it's because I took about 17 months off. My brother passed away last March, and I just found it, the last 17 months, it's been so hard getting back started. And so that's part of the reason why I just turned this on, because I sat here for like 5 minutes before I turned this live on, and I kept making reasons why, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it another day. And I was like, no, you're going to do it. And so when we get in our 40s and we're rebuilding our income, a lot of times we start looking at how much money do we have saved for retirement, right? Because that's the biggest thing. I know a lot of people that's working jobs, you're barely able to, pay your bills and your expenses, right? But then when you sit down and look at it and you're in your 40s, have you put enough money aside for retirement? And I don't know if you realize it or not, but I was talking to one of my family members that is in their 60s, like 67, 66, 67. And the amount of money that they're getting for retirement for working over 25 years is not even $2,000 a month. And that was like an eye opener for me, because it's like, you're not getting $2,000 a month, and you have given I think they've been on one job for like 9 years, but a couple other jobs. But the bottom line is, you're not getting over $2,000 a month after giving a company 25 years of your life. And that just got me to thinking. And I'm like, okay, I got to get the ball rolling. I got to create some more income options, because I don't know about you, but I plan on living nice in retirement. And so I got about a good 10, maybe 15 more years, with where I am right now. And it's I got something that popped up on my phone and I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry about that. Hold on. I see a comment. Felipe. What's up, Felipe? What's up, Connor? No, Connor, I can't do mods. I can't give mods out. But I lost my complete train of thought of what I was saying. But basically what I'm saying is, when we get in our 40s, that is the time where we tend to look at, where we are, what we've accomplished, where we're going. And if we do not have, set things in place as far as like, what we're doing when we retire, they've already changed the retirement age from 65 to, I think, 67. So we have got to get smarter with how we are going about for retirement, because we have AI that has hit the scene. There's companies that's trying to cut their, expenses by replacing employees' physical bodies with AI technology or other types of technology. So when you know that, you have to kind of be more proactive to what you're doing so that you don't find yourself 47, 48, 49, struggling and starting over. And you could have made more wise you could have made more wise choices as far as, protecting your income, like where you are right now. So we have to really get to a place where we have to see exactly what we're wanting to do. And, y'all, I keep getting notifications on my phone. Who is sending me notifications at 12 something in the morning? Like, I need to see how to turn these notifications off, because it's making me lose my train of thought. I am so sorry. I have gotten like 4 notifications as I'm talking, and my brain is just like gone. But I see I have 2 people on here. I'm not sure. I'm gonna pause for a second and see if y'all have any questions. I don't think, money, I don't know about obsolete. When you say obsolete, Ricky, what do you mean it'll be obsolete? Because what do you think it's gonna be replaced with? Like cryptocurrency? Is that what you're saying? Are you talking about like digital money? I do feel like they're trying to put something into place where they have more control over our money. So I'm huge in crypto. And so if you know anything about crypto, you are in control of your crypto, depending on how you are holding it. Of course, you have like Webull or I can't think of the other one. It's a couple of other ones, but those are not exchanges. Those are trading platforms where you can do crypto, but you don't control it. But if you're on like crypto.com or Exodus, you control your crypto. Chips within our body. Now, I've heard of that, and I think I've seen a movie or so, but I'm not interested in that, Ricky. I know they say that that's where it's going, but I surely hope that's in about a good 50 years from now. What's your thoughts on how long you think it'll take to happen? I don't know. I don't see it. But that's a possibility, chips in our body. But I tell you, so I do feel like we still have the opportunity to be ahead of the times with cryptocurrency. I don't feel like it's too late, even though I know Bitcoin is over $60,000. It's already happening. Yeah, I need to go look into that, because I've heard of it, being a possibility. I didn't really look into that much, but I'm definitely going to look into it now that you said that, because yeah, I don't know what to say about that. You caught me off guard with that one, Ricky. I really don't know what to say about that one. But, the thing of the matter is, there are a lot of different ways that we can create income. You have real estate investing. And and let me preface what I'm about to say with, it totally depends on what your objective is as far as creating income. Are you creating income like right now, or are you wanting to create income, where it's a little bit slower? Because like if you do real estate, of course, that's a process. So it's going to take a while before you actually, receive proceeds from real estate transactions for the most part. Then you have affiliate marketing, which that's heavily what I'm into. You have digital marketing, which is where you're promoting different products and services online digitally. So you have different ways that you can utilize. I see something popping up. So you have different ways that you can actually create income as far as digital, with digital marketing. Y'all, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do another live at 12 something because my brain is like literally, I'm trying to read the comments. So this is good though, because I don't have a lot of viewers on this video. I'm gonna leave this up because you guys are gonna see me evolve. I have been gone for over 17 months. Like I said, I've done a couple lives here and there, but I've not been consistent. But when I came into August, I made a decision that I was going to post every single day. And I have done that. I think I've skipped maybe 1 or 2 days. I know one day we had some issues with electricity in our neighborhood. It went out for like 5 hours. And so I was a little inconsistent with like 1 or 2 days for that. But aside from that, for the most part, I have posted one long form video a day. And I'm very proud of myself because I did not realize that making the commitment to post daily on YouTube, one long form video a day, was going to be so challenging. I mean, you know, you hear, oh, just post a video. No, it's a lot of things that goes into creating content, creating a video. So I'm super proud of myself for staying focused on doing that. And it has been a challenge. And I look forward to sharing some behind the scenes with you guys on that. But back to creating this income that we was talking about, there's a lot of different ways for you to create income. And so in my opinion, if you're somebody watching this video right now and you are in need of money, like right now, today, you know, of course you have the way to sell things in your home. Of course you have that way. But if you have some capital, you know, and you are looking for a way for you to create income and you're wanting to learn how to market online and on social media, one of the things that you can do is to do master resale rights, which is where you purchase a product that's already done for you, and then you can make some changes to it, put together your own little spin as far as like where you're going to be marketing it, and then start creating content and sharing it. And of course, you have different price points as far as the master resale rights products that you can purchase. And of course, I'm always going to say you want to get a bag, like you want to get higher commissions. Yes, you can do $27, $47, $97, but when you're looking at the $400 and up range, that's the type of money that can pay your rent, your mortgage, your car payment, your childcare, your groceries for a couple of weeks or whatever, like the larger commissions. And it is not any harder to sell a higher ticket product than it is a lower ticket product. It really just comes down to you knowing who your target market is, you knowing what type of content to create, and being consistent in creating that content and choosing the right platform to market that content on. So I'm going to end on the touching of the money. Let's touch on the mindset. You have to know that whatever it is that you're doing, you have to know that going into it, you're going to succeed. And you said, trust me, money will not be my problem. What do you mean, Ricky? Be a little bit more specific, because I don't know if you're commenting on something that I said or if you're just saying in general. But with your mindset, I'm gonna wait a second and see if you're gonna say something back. I'm going to start going live more, y'all, because your girl is super rusty. And if you're watching this, I can't see how many people are watching this for some reason. I do see that Ricky made a comment and somebody else made a comment. But that's all that I see. So I'm not sure if there's anybody else on here. But as far as your mindset, you know, like I said, you want to know going into whatever you're going into that you're going to succeed in whatever it is. And I always like to tell the story for, you know, my youngest son, who I always call the last of the Mohicans, when he was looking to get his apartment at college. His first year, I think he stayed, in an apartment that he really didn't like. And and so he had a ideal for this apartment that he wanted, and then he found the apartment that he wanted, and they were full. And so he came to me and was like, man, the apartment that I want is full. And they only have like, I think one or two spots that's going to open for the upcoming year. And he was basically giving me the rundown of all the different things that it takes to get this apartment. And so I'm telling him, like, you want this apartment, right? You got to know that you're going to get this apartment. This apartment is for you. And long story short, he tried to do the application the first time when it came open, and it was some things that happened to cause him to not be able to get the apartment. And then he called me and he shared it with me, and I told him where he had went wrong. And I said, and he was like, well, I'm not sure if they're going to open up another space or not. And I said, you want this apartment or not? And he was like, I do. I said, well, you got to speak positive. You got to say, that this apartment is for you and it's going to come open for you. And long story short, that is what happened. It came back open again. He did another application, and, they did not call him this time. He had to be the one to stay on top of them and reach out to them. And the day that they were going to give that apartment away, because basically they emailed him to come in to do some paperwork, but they sent the email to the wrong address. And because I had told him to stay on top of it and you want this, he actually went up there and they were like, well, we sent you an email. You didn't respond. And he was like, I didn't get an email. And that's when they discovered that they sent the email to the wrong address. And so if he had not really wanted that apartment, not been checking on it, didn't go up there, then guess what? He wouldn't have got the apartment. And so it was a process in that for me having to help him with his mindset of knowing that he has to believe that it's for him. He has to know that it's for him, and he has to speak that. You don't have to put no negativity on it or saying, oh, well, maybe it's not for me, or, somebody else is going to get it before I get it. When you are really wanting to do something, you have to know without a shadow of a doubt that it's for you, and speak on that. And sometimes we can't tell other people about what we're trying to do because we don't know their intentions for us. We only know what our intentions are. So a lot of times when we're trying to do things, we have to keep it under wraps until we get it. And then even sometimes when we get it, we still can't tell everything because not everybody is for us. And so I know that's right. People have to, Ricky said, don't worry about worldly things. People need to raise their vibrations respectfully. I know that's right, because that's at the end of the day, you got to raise your vibrations. You got to literally shift your energy. Like I'm telling you, like your mindset, your thoughts become things. Like you have to really work on that. And I'm speaking for myself. Like I said, I have been gone for over 17 months. Like when my brother passed last year, a lot of things hit me. It was outside of just his death. It was way deeper than him passing away, but it was a lot of things that hit me. And it was just like, you know what? I just stopped. And so I understand now, the process that I went through to get here. I had to go through that process because sometimes you cannot elevate until it's your time anyway. Sometimes we have to learn lessons, and, you can't elevate before you learn the lesson. That's right. Your energy is the currency. That's right. That's what I'm talking about, Ricky. I like you, Ricky. That's what's up. I haven't had anybody come on one of my lives in a long time with that good energy. That's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. So last but not least, I want to talk about the goals. We are heading into the last 4 months of 2026. And y'all already know this is the last 4 months. And it is the busiest 4 months of the year with the closeout of the holidays and the closeout of the year. And so you got to sit down and really make your game plan. I have literally seen people change their lives in 30 days, in less than 30 days before. So it's up to you to do whatever it is you're wanting to do. If it's to be, it's up to me. So you got to sit down, map out where you are right now. I'm pretty sure when you first started this year, we all said, okay, this is what I want to accomplish this year in 2026. So now is the perfect time for you to take inventory for where you are right now and what goals you said you were going to set out to reach this year when this year started. How far are you on those goals? And you got to sit down and map out, like, what is it going to take for you to get to reach those goals? Like, start backwards, pretend like you are at those goals, and then map it out all the way to right now, like 90 days. Give yourself 90 days because, of course, we got 4 months, but, you got give or take the night. I always say 90 days for the end of the year, especially when we get to September. So you got a good 30 days, a little bit of time that you can move around, but the whole goal is over the next 90 to 120 days. What is it going to take for you to reach your goals? That's right. Ricky putting out some gems. Everyone has it in them. They just have to tap in. That's right. You just got to tap in. You got to tap in. And sometimes that's a lot harder than, it sounds, but it's easy at the same time because all you got to do is make the decision. You got to make the decision. And of course, it requires some discipline. And, you got to make sure your circle, you can't make big goals and say you want to do big things and you hanging around with people who don't even believe that, like, some of the things that you're wanting to do is even possible. Like, you can't be around people who can't see what you see. And I'm not saying you got to tell them your goals, but you know what I'm saying? Like, when you're hanging around people who, when you're trying to speak positive or wanting to do positive things, they're not feeling that. They got something different to say. When that's not your circle, that's not the people you're supposed to be around. It's impossible for you to elevate when you're wanting to go to higher levels and you're around people that are low, that vibrate low. So, you already know the saying, if you hang around 5 broke people, you're going to be number 6. So that's why you want to hang around 6 people that are where you want to be so that you can be number 7. That's the goal. So you might have to shift your circle around. You might have to shift some things around. So I hope that you got some value out of this. My phone is on 15%. I didn't realize it until just now. And I don't even think, Ricky, I think you might be my only viewer that I've had. I did see some viewers pop on. I think I saw. But for the most part, I know I had to have some because I see I have 4 likes on this live. So I thank those of you that have given me a like. I don't know if I've gotten any subscribers on this live or not, but I plan on doing more lives. As you can see, I'm telling you right now, I'm so rusty. I have tripped over my words. My brain is going 1,000 miles an hour because I stopped meditating. I just started back meditating. I just started back doing the things that I know that I need to do to get the success that I want. So when you know better, you gotta do better. That's my saying. When you know better, you are obligated to do better. Period. Thank you, Ricky. Blessings to you. I appreciate you for watching pretty much. I think you've been here most of the time. So that means that I didn't do too bad. And I appreciate you so, so very much. And I am going to do more lives. It's a process, It's a process. It took me forever to press the button, but I'm glad that I did. I got it out the way. Thank you, Ricky, for your 5th like, or whoever that was. I appreciate you. And so, yeah, I am in the process of rebuilding after 40. I just had my 49th birthday on the 13th. So 3 days ago? My oldest son, his birthday was today, the 16th. He turned 32. And so, yeah, we some Leos up in here, baby. Leo heavy. And so as I turned 49, I did a lot of, like just really sitting down, mapping out where I see myself between now and the end of this year and what it's going to look like before your girl turn a big 50. I got some things to do before I hit 50, y'all. I got some things to do. So, Ricky, are you still here before I head off of here? Or are you gone? I think you're gone. So, half a century. Oh, don't do me like that. Oh, man, Ricky, that was wrong, man. How old are you, by the way? Oh, my goodness. That sounds so old. I'm glad I don't look like I'm a half a century. Oh, that's funny to me. How old are you, Ricky? I bet you about to say 20-something. Maybe 30-something max. Your eons. What's that? I have no idea what that is. What is that? I'm still laughing at you calling me half a century. God dang. You ain't have to do me like that, Ricky. Oh, man. This man said I'm a half a century. You about to make a little tear fall. Oh, boy. No, I'm asking you how old you are. You don't want to tell me how old you are? Okay, I ain't gonna make you tell me how old you are. I appreciate you staying on, though. I'm about to get off for real now. It's been 26 minutes. We did good. Thank you so much. Oh, my goodness. I got to tell. They're going to see. I'm going to leave this live up because I need them to see that Ricky told me I was a half a century old. Oh, y'all. All right. Ricky, going once, going twice. Ricky. All right, I'm about to get off of here for real because I think you gone. All righty. I'll see you guys on the next live. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you got some value from this video. And please, 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 if you're in the process of rebuilding after 40 and you're looking to create more income options, you're looking to level up your mindset, your lifestyle, and your monies, please, please, please subscribe. Leave any comments that you would like for me to do as far as any other videos or questions that you have. And I will see you on the next live. Peace and thank you. Oh, it's officially level up season, baby. Let's get it. Let's go.